How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, a.k.a. King Big Daddy Drip, back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, because I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. All right. I hope y'all are having a superb and a spectacular Saturday on this go around. And of course, the internal sphere and the external sphere over here, we have nothing but good luck, good fortune, and blessings, positivity, just anything beneficial and positive, like love, respect, courtesy, like a whole what anything on the good side of the spectrum, man. Listen, that is what we are praying for the heavenly kingdom, for the kingdoms and the empires that we got, and for all of my brothers and sisters, every single one of y'all out there, whether y'all are watching this, whether y'all are listening to it or not. Again, we prayed it out to every single one of y'all. But actually, you know what? I almost messed around and messed up the intro. I was about to say this was an episode of the News of the People. I get so caught up in doing that, but no. This is gonna be a little different. All right, because I know that I've been trying to get more into the spirit of doing more episodes of podcasts. So I tell you this, this is another episode of the Royal Hot Table, baby. Of course, with the king himself. All right, but nonetheless, though, I'm gonna say this, right? Because in about 20 minutes or so, I'm about to get ready to slide out with the squad, and we about to go have some good dinner. We about to have some good grub. I'm not gonna be able to stay too long, but there was one particular question that I wanted for us to talk about and discuss with each other. And of course, y'all stop being so scared, man. Whenever I post this, y'all make sure that y'all go down in the comment section or hit me up in my DMs and let me know what y'all think of this question, man. All right, but I do have something in mind. So we'll talk a little bit about a little bit of something. But nonetheless, though, before we even get started into the episode, y'all know, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and pass along these encouraging words, all right? This is a little something, of course, I titled the Royal Acknowledgement. And of course, I mention it in all of my episodes of the Royal High Table. But I just want for y'all to know that, like, everybody truly is a king, queen, god, goddess, emperor, empress, boss, within their own right. Everybody has their higher form, higher version of themselves. All right. And also on top of that, everybody has their special niche, their special niches or whichever, they're things that, like, like in this particular arena, in this particular thing, like, this is their stuff. It provides them comfort, it provides them fulfillment. Like, this is truly home for them. All right. Now, some folks know what that thing is. Other folks are still trying, some other folks may still be trying to figure it out. Some folks may have one, some folks may have multiple. It don't matter. All right. Everybody still has that. And of course, over here, we acknowledge that, we respect that, we love that, man. And of course, the overall intention behind this is really for us to stress that to y'all, so y'all know this. All right. And of course, man, regardless, bro, y'all make sure that I know I got on my actual crown, and of course I got my crown Scully on, but it's really so that, like, I'm saying this so that y'all make sure that y'all every single day, y'all, whether it be your emotional crown, your physical crown, your mental crown, your psychological crown, your actual crown, like physical crown, it don't matter what it is, y'all make sure that y'all wear that loud and proud for yourself, like who and what you guys are, who and what you guys have been through, your guys' life, your guys' journey, man. And y'all make sure that y'all do that for who and what y'all represent. All right. And y'all definitely wear it loud and proud so that everybody knows it. All right. But all in all, though, enough of me being all over the place with this stuff, man. I'm gonna go ahead and, though this song Rush, all right, big shout outs to Ira Star, all right, because this song has been on replay for me. I love this one. I don't even listen to music, I guess to a whole lot of music nowadays, but all in all, though, I definitely do rock with this song. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this particular question, right? Now, this question that I did happen to find, by the way, big shout outs to helloaudio.fm, all right? Because, like, I mean, I've sort of kind of already had some conversations with myself about this, and of course, I'm gonna have another conversation with myself. But just seeing the landscape of just, I'm gonna say, just how people in general are treating one another in the world. Definitely, this is a key topic in mind that we need to talk about. Now, granted, again, I may not necessarily spend too much time talking in this particular episode, but nonetheless, though, we gonna get this pie. We still gonna get into it, man. We gonna get into it, but like, the topic that I wanted to talk about was love, right? That was the one topic that I wanted to talk about. And essentially, the question, I'm gonna say this, the question that really stuck and resonated with me, even they got a list of them just relating to love, but number 6 on this website is what caught my attention, and essentially what it says is, how has your view on love and relationships evolved? All right, now of course, when like, even when we think of love, right, and we think of relationships, of course, the first thing that's come to mind is romantic. All right, that is definitely a key one. Some folks may argue the key one, whenever we're having this sort of discussion. But also, I think it's also important that, like, we think even outside of that. All right, because it is, well, there are, like, there's plenty of types of relationships. There's relationships, I'll say, relationships with entities, relationships with our family members, relationships with our friends, acquaintances, all that other sort of jazz. And overall, I'll say, how has my view on love and relationships evolved? That is very interesting question, and also I'd love for y'all to also make sure that y'all leave your guys' response down in the comment section, or hit me up in my DMs, and also feel free to respond to what it is that I'm about to say. But now, because honestly, I'm really trying to dig back to think what my perspective on love and relationships was back when I was a kid. I know I'll say this. I didn't really do well. I'm not gonna say I hadn't done a whole lot of thinking, but I I think in terms of like the love and relationships thing, it's funny because I guess this is one change that I happen to know from like back then to now, right? I remember, like, in when I was a kid, I mean, like, damn, it's funny. Like, I know this. Okay, this is okay. I'll pick one point, right? I won't even say a kid. I'll say, like, back when I was, like, in middle school. I remember it was crazy because I was like on this. I was in this particular spot, I was in this particular pocket where, I was like, man, listen, I'm not trying to get married. I'm not trying to be in no relationship. I just wanna, like, I just want to grind. I just want to go through and live life, and do this and do that, or whichever. Now, granted, I mean, it's hell. I guess, even as I'm going through taking a look at everything, I can sort of see why that like, of course, I know all of what led up to my life even before then, and I'm certain that we'll get into that at some point. But I know that back in middle school, that was the perspective, and even throughout I'll say the first year in high school, I was like that. But then, I'm not gonna lie, I sort of started to shift a little bit once I started I guess once I started getting some a certain kind of attention. But now, I'll say, like, I think that, even back, like, when I was a kid, regardless of where the love and where the relationship was coming from, I'll say, hell, if I could, like, I'm gonna use an analogy. When I was in middle school, I was, and that first year in high school, I was focused solely on, like, iso ball, if you will, iso ball, right? And now, and especially, as I'm going through high school, going through college, and I'll say especially, like, now, I'm not gonna hold you. Bro. Listen, I am open to collaboration, cooperation. I'm trying to like, I'm definitely, let's just say, into to team ball, if you will, right? And this is what I mean. Like, of course, like in the analogy, I'm sure for all of my, for basketball fans out there, or just those knowledgeable, y'all know iso ball. Just to give me the ball, everybody get the hell out my way. I'm gonna go through, sauce it up, and do whichever. And I guess translation into to what my mindset was. Again, like I said, I was just focused on making sure that I got the grades, making sure that I did everything that I need to set myself up to have a pretty good future. To go off to college. Get a get whichever jobs that or careers that I was